A cybersecurity company found that netizens get nearly 67% of total malware through portable document format or PDF files that come with malicious emails. Palo Alto Network's ASEAN Regional Vice President Stephen Scheurmann tells us more about the findings from Singapore. Stephen, thank you so much for joining us. Before we get into the nuts and bolts of your study and research, explain to us briefly, what is malware?
So malware is delivered to end users in various forms. So it might be something hidden in a message, an email note. It might be an attachment. It might be a reference to a certain website which you encourage the recipient to click on. The malware is a piece of malicious code that will download onto your device, so maybe your smartphone, maybe your laptop, and unbeknown to you, the malware will then start to collect your personal data, your personal information, your passwords, and of course with that information then drive some compromise. It might try to initiate some banking and steal some of your money. It may steal your personal data to be used elsewhere. And or, if you're someone in a particular industry that you have confidential information, the objective of malware may be to steal your IP that you are holding.
But Stephen, this malware through a PDF file can only hurt us if we click, right? If we open the document or if we click on the link.
That is correct. And it sounds like, why would someone be so silly to click on a link or download something? But you need to understand, a lot of these compromised situations are very smartly socially engineered. What do I mean by that? So you imagine if you receive an email or a note, an SMS, and you're in a shopping mall and it's making reference to a sale in a particular shop. Recall, please click on the following. You can get bubble tea 30% cheaper. So it encourages you to do something without thinking. And this is the problem. We are very vulnerable at times. And rather than thinking, we get enticed by a discount, a special offer, or something sounds wonderful. Of course, I'm going to click on it. When our guard is let down, that's when we become the most vulnerable.
And the Philippines is part of your mandate, Stephen. You were here yesterday in Manila. How prevalent is malware in the country?
Yes, so unfortunately, Philippines ranks one of the highest in terms of malware and phishing scams. So the next question related to that is why? So, I arrived in the Philippines very late in the evening. It was, I think, post midnight. So as I was driving through the hotel, I saw many people leaving the BPO office, going to Jollibee to have some food. So you have a hybrid type of workforce, which creates people logging in at very different times from locations. Many companies in the Philippines are also adopting cloud. The third thing is, the subsequent day I was very sleepy because I got in late. I was buying a coffee, and as I was sitting in the lobby of one of the main banks, I noticed the coffee shop offered 4 different types of ways to pay for your coffee, digital payments. So all of those little examples I've provided makes the Philippines an attractive target for hackers because people are using digital ways to communicate and pay.
But what is so popular right now and the talk of the town of everyone is artificial intelligence, Stephen, because of ChatGPT. Are there also ChatGPT scams?
Yes, so great question. So Unit 42, which is an intelligence unit from Palo Alto Networks, just recently released a report on this. So ChatGPT, as an example, we have seen approximately a 910% increase in monthly registrations for domains, both benign and malicious, related to ChatGPT. So people, again, are encouraged. What is this ChatGPT thing? Let me go to this particular link and learn about it and trial some of this AI because it's really cool. But before you know it, you may be compromised. So yes, there is a high level of risk that we're seeing related to this.
Thank you so much for joining us in the final word and giving us very important advice on how to avoid malware and chat GPT scams in the country. Palo Alto Network's ASEAN Regional Vice President, Stephen Scheurmann, joining us from Singapore.